Am I controlling for wanting my girlfriend to quit smoking? Nothing wrong with pushing those you care about to look after themselves better. The trick is to not go overboard. She said no, so you leave it for now. I don't think it's controlling at all, but you have to be extremely supportive. It's you two versus smoking, not you versus her. When I met my partner, he smoked. I said I don't date smokers. Hard stop. Because 2 of my grandparents died of lung disease from smoking and I don't want to lose another loved one to smoking. He quit cold turkey and knows we would separate if he began smoking again. But I set this boundary extremely early in the relationship, which is why I think it worked. I'm going to tell you. As an ex-smoker, 4 years in April 2022, that the more you push, the less she is going to want to quit. She knows the consequences. She knows the health issues. She has to want it, and a poor reaction isn't going to help her quit. Nagging will make her resent you. She may even go to extremes to hide the smoking if you keep nagging. It's not an easy habit to kick if you don't have the motivation to kick the habit. My best friend had a huge smoking problem and he ended up in a similar situation as your girlfriend. His partner had a simple point. I refused to marry a man who would die on me halfway through life. He quit a few years ago and is incredibly happy with that choice. He is adamant that he could not have quit without the clear ultimatum. Ultimatums as a means of manipulation for the sake of manipulation are a bad idea. Ultimatums to look out for no-go scenarios that will surely tank a relationship. Or merely blunt communication. Ideally, you want to give her some time. Cold turkey is too hard. But at some point you have to quit for good. Especially if it is a non-negotiable thing for you in a relationship. She was probably hiding it because she knew you would attack her for it and didn't want that. Confrontation doesn't make it less hurtful, but at least it makes sense. I think it's important to have the conversation, and have it calmly and openly so you can have a mutual discussion about both of your feelings, rather than just you expressing your feelings about what she's doing. If you just do that, even if you do it calmly, it'll still sound like you're fighting against her rather than trying to have a discussion. It's important that you make the clear decision to discuss things on her terms and not end up nagging her when she smokes. If you nag her about it when she's smoking, that's trying to be controlling, and it will make her get defensive. When you have discussions about it, do it something like this. I'd like to talk further about your decision to smoke and hear your side of things. I care about your feelings on this and don't want to make you feel attacked or trapped. Can we speak about it later? Tonight, tomorrow, other time? Quote. She needs to be able to trust that you can listen to and respect what she has to say even if you disagree with it, or she will go into the conversation anxious, defensive, and frustrated. Make a strong effort to not shame her for it or turn it into a vent for your feelings on it. Good luck. I'm secondhand stressed for you all. My mom died recently from lung cancer, which she got from secondhand smoke. It's not her body she's only affecting. It's yours too. My so was a smoker when we started dating and I was willing to walk away from the relationship if they didn't stop. You have to be at that point if you're going to give an ultimatum. Smoking with her health conditions is dangerous. If she was cutting herself, driving while drunk, or doing some other reckless activity, you'd be asking her to stop those too. You are not in the wrong. However, when people feel like they are being controlled, they double down on their behavior. I think you have to ask in a way that's phrased as, I hope you can do this for yourself because I care about you. Good luck. Smoking cigs is a deal breaker for me. It doesn't just affect her when she comes home and smells like cig smoke. Have her read or listen to Alan Carr's Easy Way to Quit Smoking. It works. Took me a couple times. I got the audio version. I smoked off, on for decades. Now I'm an ex-smoker. Well, you have a choice. Smoking is a deal breaker to me. So I'd dump her. While it's her choice to ruin her body, she doesn't have the right to impose that on other people. The stench alone is enough to make one gag. It gets in everything from their clothes to furniture. Smokers can't seem to smell themselves. I don't get it. It's utterly disgusting. There's someone in my life that has an addiction and was able to have an entire family while doing it. No amount of crying kids, jail time, or hospital stays changed this person's mind. It's more complex than just wanting to. You cannot change someone that doesn't want to change. You have to do what you can and allow them to make their own decisions. After that, you just have to decide if you can stomach being around it. I think it is your business. Secondhand smoke is real, and if you have kids in the future, it will be an even bigger deal for them. Research ways to support her and help her quit. I know it is difficult to get over a smoking addiction. My wife has given up smoking for 1 year today and saved £3,500 putting her fag money in a separate bank account. We were both smokers, but I stopped some time ago. She continued because it was part of her routine. Having had a laddie, then watching my mum and brother die from cancer in the last 5 years, we had a talk about how me and the boy couldn't live without her, or see her go through the pain and suffering of cancer. My wife was hypnotized and hasn't touched a cigarette since. Simply telling her the reasons why I thought it was a great idea to stop was enough to get her thinking about her later life. Be sensitive and talk. There's no good in smoking. Plan to have kids? This isn't only her future she's messing with, but your children as well. There are a lot of her body, her choice, but she is making a choice for both of you if you intend to have a future together. My uncle died of lung cancer and left my cousins age 4, 8, and 10 to go fatherless. And his wife, who was a stay-at-home mom, had to start working and sell their house. So yeah, her body, her choice, but it's a choice that can have a far-reaching impact. The fact that she is hiding stuff from you is an issue as well. Partnerships don't work if people can't trust each other. Anyway, you have laid it out there, and it seems like she gave you an answer, so it starts to get in the realm of if smoking is a deal breaker. If it's a deal breaker, say so. Say you don't want to marry a smoker. Put the marriage planning on hold. I would not marry someone who lies to me about smoking. That's more upsetting than the actual smoking part. No, I am adamant I am not dating another smoker. You have the right to express your concern and to be honest about any limits you have. For instance, I know I couldn't be physically intimate, have children with, or live with a smoker. She has the right to hear your concerns and then do whatever she judges is best. She doesn't have the right to be deceptive about substance use. Don't threaten and don't express ultimatums you know you won't keep. That's controlling and manipulative, even if it's for the right reasons. But be honest about how this affects your feelings, how her lie affected your trust in her, what you want for the future, and whether this is going to be a deal breaker or just a chronic conflict. For what it's worth, you know it's incredibly hard to quit and may want to support her in quitting. But still set boundaries. No smoking in the house. Whatever. This is absolutely necessary for anyone dating someone addicted to a substance that affects that individual's health and affects the partner too. I'm in a similar position. My partner smoked before we met and hadn't smoked in nearly 10 years. He took it up during the pandemic. Understandable, as he is in a leadership position, and as he put it, how the hell do I get all these construction workers to stop kissing and cuddling at work? It's been a stressful couple years. I hate the smell of cigarettes. I did not sign up to date a smoker. But I love him. I want him to quit. Not just for me, but for his kids and his health. He says he wants to. But I see no progress, and I don't know how to help him. I don't think it's selfish to demand your partner takes care of their health. My partner made sure I sought treatment for things I put off, and I have done the same with other things. If your partner were an alcoholic, it would be reasonable to ask them to stop. So why not cigarettes? We know they are deadly. Your partner dying prematurely or getting sick is always your business. That affects you. You don't get to tell her what to do. But you do get to decide that you don't want to date or marry a smoker. Smoking would be a showstopper for me. Not just because of concern over my partner's health, but because of the side effects on me, our shared home, the possibility of affecting our future children, etc. Maybe she isn't planning on smoking in the house or car or anywhere else where it would physically impact you or other people. But in practice, it seems to me that you feel strongly enough about this that it's not going to stop being a problem.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.